So to get started on the repairs, you want to remove the tabs over here, which are already done. You just use those with your seam ripper. The directions that came with the packet didn't say anything about removing the laundry tabs, but you can if you want. I will show you though that look how reinforced that is. You may as well just sew the new tab on over top of it, because pulling all of that off is going to be a major pain in the butt. So now I'm going to flip the diaper inside out, and we are going to expose the elastic so that we can replace that. So I'm going to start with the back here, and you can make sure you're paying attention. This is, you can see this is the very end here. This is the back. This goes over your baby's bottom, and then you can see right there, just barely, you can see the elastic poking through. That is where we are going to start ripping our seam as close as we can. And if you're going to accidentally cut any fabric here, you're going to want to cut the suede cloth, not the PUL, because if you put a hole in the suede cloth, it's not as big of a deal as it is if you poke a hole in the PUL. Now you can see I've exposed the elastic just a little bit. I'm not going to pull the whole I'm not going to pull the whole seam where the elastic is. I'm just going to expose the end so that I can get to in there. And I need to pull that right there and see how it's nice and exposed. I've got my seam allowance right here, and you can see the elastic. And you want to do that for the beginning and end of each one. So here's one side. I'm going to go over to the other side and do the same thing. Make sure there's the elastic. I can see him right there. And go ahead and rip the seam. And you really don't need to rip a lot, just a little bit. Just so that you're exposing the elastic just at the end, and so that you have enough room to sew the new elastic in. And you're going to do that for the back and for each leg gusset. Expose both sides. Not the whole thing, just both sides.